My camera shut off. All right, so y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm using my headphones. So yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm going to do a rolling 24. So after today, I'm gonna eat tonight, I'm gonna eat tomorrow, and then today is Thursday. Saturday, I'm going to fast all day, 24-hour fast. I want y'all to hold me accountable because I'm going to try to post every day, regardless of how I feel, regardless of what I go through. I'm going to make a video and I'm going to post it. God is my witness. You guys are my witness. We're going to make this happen because it's all mental. It's all mental. I need to drop 30 pounds. It's all mental. I can do it. I was never this heavy. I was always light. You grow into that. So I'm not trying to be extra skinny or nothing like that, but you grow into these things. So I gotta cut out, the sugar and stuff. I need to cut out eating so late in the day. I learned that it's good to eat during the day and eat your meals during the day, and don't eat so much meals because our stomachs is only as big, as our fists for real. So if you're trying to stuff all that food and stuff in you, you really expanding your stomach to an abnormal state. So I want to just keep it normal, even if it's eating until I'm satisfied, and then I'm done. Like, I save the rest. I'm not going to be indulging so much in food like how I used to. So we're gonna make this happen day by day. I'm at the car dealership. I know I said that. I'm getting my car service. I just want to be honest with y'all and be transparent. Like right now, I feel like I need breakfast, but I don't need breakfast because it's a mind thing. We are programmed to feel like we need breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's literally a program. We don't need to do that. We choose to do that because the world say, hey, you need to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You don't need to eat that every single day. And then on top of that, breakfast, when you think of breakfast, you always think of something like sweet in the morning, whether it's coffee, pancakes, maple bacon and eggs, or whatever, syrup. There's always something sweet, donuts and stuff. You don't need that stuff early in the morning. That's what spike your blood pressure and spike, everything else that you got going on. Also, throughout the day, when you think about lunch, you think about eating something, hearty or whatever, and then you have a snack after that. That snack can be something sweet. And then when you think about dinner, it's always something sweet after dinner, like dessert and stuff like that. You don't need those things. And then I remember, it was the point of my life, I think it was like middle school or high school, the beginning of high school, I used to eat breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, and dessert. That's too much. That's too much. Ain't no point of doing all that. So we also got to remember and keep in mind that Christ is watching us. I'm far from being perfect, just like, anybody else that could be watching this video. We're far from being perfect, and God didn't make us perfect, but we have an idol to look up to, which is Christ. Christ is our Savior. Christ is our example, of how we should be living, and I want to do my best to be like that. I struggled in the past, just like anybody else struggled in the past. Pornos, magazines, and women, and lusting. What is that? Spider? Lusting, cussing, partying, smoking, drinking. I was never a big drinker. I know I said that last video too, but it might be a couple things I'm repetitive about because it might be somebody new watching this. But what else? Staying out late, whether it was hustling or whatever, selling drugs, doing all those things that's not important. those things aren't even important. So right now it's a transition in my life, and I'm doing, what I know is gonna benefit me in the future. I got married, you know what I'm saying? Things like that is gonna benefit me in the future. Working hard, having 2 jobs. I'm about to cut one off because I want to spend more time doing things that I want to do and doing things that I like to do. So with you guys' help and motivation, I can do those things. So y'all encourage me, man. Drop my second job. Start doing this more often because this feels good. I want to be able to wake up in the morning and stretch and not have to. Oh, I gotta go to work. Just like third. No, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to have to do all that. So, with that being said, let's change the topic, man. Let's change the topic. All of these things that you see in the world that you want is tangible. That's motivation. It's tangible. It's reachable. Watch out for who you keep around, and watch out for, the people that you let enter, your space. That could be mentally. That could be what you watch. That can be what you listen to. Because I remember I went through a phase. I don't know if anybody else went through this phase. Let me know in the comments below. But it was a time when, I thought I could rap. Oh, I thought I could sing. I knew I could sing, but everybody had them rap dreams. Everybody had hoop dreams or whatever type of sport. Those things are okay, but it depends on what you're doing with it and what you're saying, because you don't want to be misleading, because you don't know who's watching. You got kids nowadays growing up watching you. You got younger kids, younger than them, who has phones now. I don't condone it, but Lil RT, how old is he? Like, somebody let me know how old is he? He shouldn't be doing and saying the things that he's saying. I know I'm not nobody's daddy, but I can be a brother figure, to some people. So yeah, I don't feel like he should be doing those things, because I remember when I was younger, I did see those things growing up, but I knew it wasn't right. So be careful who you listen to, all the rap music and stuff like that. All of it's not good. Be careful who you watch as far as social media goes, or celebrity wise, because even celebrities mess up, and everybody's human. Police mess up. Everybody's human. So excuse me, just keep that in mind too. Everybody's human. We all have our flaws, but it takes time to progress, and you don't want to progress doing the wrong things. You want to progress doing the right things. So with that being said, back to the sports thing. I was big on having hoop dreams, but I hurt my ankle 3 times, twice in high school, once in college. I hurt both knees, so that's the problem. I had hyperextension, and I think it was, which one was the hyperextended knee? I think it was my right. And then when I felt better, I thought I could play still, I hurt my other knee. I don't know if anybody noticed or have done this before. Let me know if we share the same pain. Running into somebody else's knee hurts. It really does hurt. That hurts so bad. Like, it's crazy, because it's like all that force, boom, right into somebody's knee. Your knee is like your elbow. Imagine hitting your funny bone, but like 10 times worse. That's not funny. Like, that hurts. So yeah, man, sports, I feel like sports, and we can talk about this. Just let me know. We can talk about this in the comments below. But let me know if sports were made to be a distraction or to be played, because I don't feel like sports is that important. Yeah, it might be a breakthrough for people nowadays. People making millions playing football, basketball, soccer, baseball.